It's Rob and
Helen's
Datenight
podcast.
with David Ronnie.
Aren't they going to get that twice?
Yes, they will do, but it's all fun.
How many times can a listener listen to?
Thousands, Helen.
Really?
Thousands, Helen.
Really?
Yes. Well, this is bonus content you're now receiving, being poured directly into your ear holes just ahead of the episode. Just to let you know, if you want to become a patron of the podcast and on Patreon, Patreon, patreon.com/Rob Rouse, you will get the very latest Date Night podcast every week plopping into your box. And Monday to Friday, a sketch. There's our full comedy special up there. Basically, I post every single Monday to Friday on patreon.com, and you can join from as little as £1, which is the price of a bag of crisps, isn't it, Ellen?
You don't need me here, Rob.
I do need you here. I need you like just chipping in, like a radio DJ, wingman, wingwoman kind of thing, going, yeah, oh yeah, that's a great factoid. That kind of thing. That's what I'm after. And you just chip in and go, hey, factoid for you, Rob. Worms have got no words for spaghetti. Another one of those tomorrow. That kind of thing. That's what I'm after.
I can't bring that.
Well, how would you advise people to join my Patreon then?
How would I advise?
How would you advise them? I've had one beer.
What, dress up in
how
a
would
fancy
you
hat
convince
and
them?
and then go online and do it? Or,
Yeah, maybe.
Like,
yeah.
How
would you convince
them?
Yes.
Eagerly.
I
don't know what you mean by how. How would I convince?
Yeah. Not me.
No. I thought you meant
how.
How do you want them to do it?
No, I just want you to help me sell this.
Okay.
Rather than essentially put the bloody handbrake on the sales page.
No, I wasn't putting the handbrake on the sales page. I allowed you to talk non-stop and said you don't need me. You're the one that then.
I do need you because it's better coming from you than it is directly from me.
Well, you should have let me
sell.
bloody say it.
Well, do it then.
You were the one going on about it.
No, let's not let this turn into a row.
All you need to do is just go online and have a little look. And I think the things that we wrote that show you what you can get per tier, because there's different tiers on Patreon.
Yeah.
You can pay £1 a month, or you can pay like £3 a month, or you can pay £5. You can pay whatever you want, but there's different tiers.
But crucially,
to give you an idea,
pay, you get everything.
Yeah, you get everything, but you might get a little bonus if you pay a bit more.
Well, like a massive shout out, like Madeline Rodgers gets on this podcast. We absolutely give her a proper.
You get a shout out,
Rodgering.
or you get other stuff. Anyway, but even the descriptions of the tiers will have you in stitches.
Well, it's worth the entrance price alone.
You don't even need to pay the price. You don't even need to pay the price to read the entrance.
Yeah, you can have a look, and then make your mind up.
Yeah.
And then you can. I mean, you can give me more than £1.
£1 1 month. If we don't make you laugh, you can bugger off.
Let's face it. And while this
it's just £1.
Yeah.
In your life.
Yeah.
And then you could go, God, those two witless twats. I don't want to pay them another £1.
Yeah.
And then you can go away, and that's fine. And we'll say fine. Each to their own.
Perfect. Yeah. Live your life.
Yeah. Well, and we wish you well. We wish you well.
Great advert. Here's the podcast. When the shit goes down, I won't give up. And I know I have problems. I know I'm shot through with insecurities and mess. But I feel very lucky. I've got something inside me that knows I'll keep going. I don't know where it comes from. I feel very lucky to have it, but I know that.
All I'm thinking about is the amount of beer you've drunk this lockdown, Rob.
Well, I didn't give up.
I'm imagining. You really didn't give up on the old beer.
Baby.
What are you doing?
It's a Rob and Helen Date Night podcast.
I'm not having this as a theme tune. What are those noises?
Come on. We drop the kids at school at 9 and pick them up at 3.
How many times? It's 3:15.
Spend the day together doing some activity.
What's that?
And then we're gonna make sweet love. Yeah.
My mum might listen to this.
I know, Helen, that you don't like my R&B songs. I know you don't like them. You've made that. Yes, we are recording, and this is all evidence that I will be handing to my solicitors. So here we are. Let's start properly.
So, what we're discussing...
How about we say hello and who we are?
I just want to finish that conversation. I'm just saying that your vocoding R&B tracks...
Very popular.
...are very great.
Very popular.
And I think you should widen your genres and styles, and I hope... for our patrons out there,
I'm just moving the recorder a little bit away from your face because your voice is quite harsh.
This is what he does. There's a whole world of research and historical evidence about men talking about how women speak to silencers.
I love all women's voices.
Except for mine.
No, just yours.
What are the top 3 words that you use to describe my voice?
Harsh. Helen, that's not
shrill.
No, I never say shrill. Right, don't start making things up.
You do. You say grating.
No, I don't say that about your talking voice. I say only about your singing voice. Only that because you have a very loud singing voice.
Yeah.
And I very diplomatically say. And it really cuts through. That's what I say about your singing voice. But I'm very proud of you because welcome to Datenight podcast. This is Rob.
And this is Helen.
And this is Helen.
Sorry, I should go. And this is Helen. That's what Maggie Thatcher had to do, isn't it? She had to lower her voice.
Yes.
Shall I do the rest of the podcast like this?
Yes.
Do you think that'll be easier on
it's a little bit higher. Oh, have you seen that clip of? It's brilliant of. The lady who's like from university, she's like I think a geneticist and evolutionary professor, and it's like an old horizon where they find a Neanderthal bone from the throat, and she tries to, with the help of an actor, which is brilliant, what Neanderthals would have sounded like. You're going to love this. So this is the kind of jobs that out-of-work actors have to do.
And Patsy Rodenberg has just been given the newly created vocal tracks.
The lady's holding them, just a visual.
Oh, goodness, that's very interesting. This is a human. This is a human throat. This is a Neanderthal, and it's very squat. Probably the voice would be higher. So, Elliot, let's try male human voice, count over 3.
1, 2, 3.
Just pitch up your voice.
1, 2, 3.
Now, we might have an idea that a macho sound is low, but that might be very useful, but it gets even more complex.
As well as his vocal tract, our Neanderthal's strange shape would also have affected his voice. His deep rib cage, a large and heavy skull, and most of all, a huge nasal cavity.
Let's just add a bit of nasal now. 1, 2, 3. Now, the other thing that would be happening, which would actually increase that quality, is a very heavy skull that seems to pull down into the throat there. Now, add to that the fact that they had a fantastic chest, which is a support system of breath, which can produce enormous chest resonance and tremendous power. So I imagine that they wouldn't have subtle sounds. It would be loud, or very, very loud. And we can try and get that by... I'm now going to engage Elliot by pushing to me. This is actually getting him right into his body. Now, speak. 1, 2, 3! Now let's make a sound. Just let's make a huge R. And again.
Amazing, isn't it?
He loved doing that, didn't he?
He did, yeah. Well, and I should point out, she was from the Guildhall School of Speech and Drama.
Yeah, well, he was a student there.
So, yeah, that's very much what your singing voice is like.
Have you heard me singing Rage Against the Machine?
Yeah, but no, that's where I see it. That's your wheelhouse. Your wheelhouse is aggressive, polemic, and...
I've been paid to sing on stage.
You have?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and you've been paid...
I've been a professional singer, have you?
When was that?
What was I? Cinderella. When I was Cinderella, I had to sing a song every night.
Yes, absolutely.
Moonlight, moon, bright new moon, seen tonight.
You fucking bastard.
I wish I might have the dream I dream tonight.
You bastard.
Paid.
Why do you always say you bastard at the end of the lines?
Paid to sing that.
You were
And I
paid.
had to audition and sing that song in the audition. They must have not had many.
You know, you're quite right. No, I take it all back. You were paid to sing that, and people paid to listen to it.
They did.
They did, didn't they?
And you know, one little girl came up to me afterwards and said, "You're the best singer I've ever heard."
Oh, I remember that little girl. She had those little plastic attachments on her ears. Anyway, it's Datenight Podcast, and this is the podcast where me and my lovely wife Helen Nutter get along swimmingly. But before we do anything, there's another thing. I'm very proud of you because Helen is sitting in front of me here, and you've just been on a run. Haven't you, Helen?
I've been on a run after doing yoga, and then I've just had a smoothie.
There we go. So I hope you're feeling that Helen's a lot better than you are, dear listeners.
That's after 12 weeks of eating an excessive amount of butter, sugar, and carbs.
And if it makes you feel any better, in balance to Helen, so the universe doesn't flip on its axis, I'm wearing disgusting tracksuit trousers,
As
covered
usual.
in paint and plaster. I've got my slippers on.
Yeah, no Crocs. The
and
Crocs are now covered. The Crocs are now chicken Crocs, aren't they?
They're chicken Crocs. I stayed up a bit too late last night, got a little bit drunk, came to bed, so I'm not properly rested. I'm not showered. I've had a coffee and a difficult poo. So there we go. So there's a little bit of balance there. And I did promise Marcy that not literally, it wasn't a verbal contract, but in my head, one of our dear patrons, Marcy, that I would try and keep the podcast out of the toilet.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I've just
That's
briefly.
An impossibility. I can't believe you even
I've
promised
just
that to yourself.
briefly dipped into the toilet there. Sorry, Marcy, and I'm now getting out of the toilet, but I have got some toilet on. But no, I wanted to celebrate the fact that you've been doing some exercise, because I will never knock anyone when they're out there trying to get healthy. I think it's a great thing to see. I'm always really moved because I drive a lot usually when we're not in lockdown, and often I see people jogging by the side of the road, and I sometimes get really moved. Sometimes, I say I don't cry much in life. Sometimes I cry, I'm moved if I see someone jogging along the side of the road who is really, really struggling, like someone who's clearly at that point really unfit.
Oh my God, have you ever seen one of those marathon things where they're falling over and they can't get to the
God,
line?
I can't, mate.
Oh my God. They are awful, those videos. I've never really cried at that.
I have on my own.
You felt emotion.
I felt the feeling, yeah.
Here's the difference.
I felt the feelings in my eyes and in my neck.
He feels the feelings, and then he lies and says that he cried.
Feelings in my eyes and in my neck.
He just felt slight emotion.
Yeah, well, and I wrote it down. I felt emotion there, and I'll write that down. But I do. I get emotional when I see people trying. I think it's a lovely thing. I feel very emotional about you because you've been trying. And if I'd have seen you running along the side of the road with a big red face, all sweaty, I would have beat my horn and said, "Go on, love."
Oh, that wouldn't have made it. That's not going to make a runner feel any better.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
I'm being a tit.
It's time for your shout outs. This is the place where we make a great big shout out to our generous patrons. Oh yeah, baby.
Now we look. You're going to get an official fanfare because my trumpet's right here. This podcast is completely dedicated and sponsored by and to Madeline Rodgers. Madeline Rodgers, the Rodginator, the Rodgemeister General, the R Unit, the erogenous zone. No, sorry, the Rodginator, Roger the Dodger, Roger the Corsi and Nucky Bear, the Olympic athlete, Roger Black, Helen was going to say, who cooked on the floor in MasterChef. Roger Cookson. Roger. Hello, Madeline. And I know you a little bit. You have the strength to hold yourself while those around you fall. You are very much alive, and the press never held you quite right because you are flawless in every aspect of yourself. Thank you, Madeline. And I will, on this podcast, not express any wind. Always knowing when to stop something when I pushed it too far.
Oh my God, you said my voice cut through. That is not a voice
Was that
that's going to
beautiful?
earn any money.
Madeline Rodgers, the Rodgemeister General. Come on, Helen, please spitball one out.
Maddie Moo Moo.
Maddie Moo Moo McRogerson.
Mad Dog.
The Mad Dog, yes.
M People.
Oh, M people. You don't have to be mad to work here, but it helps. Any more? Come on. We've got a few more in this. Manchester. Rainbow Manchester.
Magic.
Madeline. Oh, yeah.
I should get the trombone.
Madeline Rodgers.
No, let's move on.
Okay. Yeah, we don't need you getting your pink trombone out, which is not a euphemism.
Right.
She has a pink
so,
trombone.
what are we doing today, Rob?
Today, well, it's your idea, Helen. We are doing...
Every week's my idea. When did you last come up with an idea for a podcast?
This thing.
What?
I take it back.
I always come up with the ideas.
Helen, in her infinite
I'm
wisdom.
an ideas factory.
You're an ideas factory, aren't you?
Pumping them out.
Oh, we're absolutely pumping out the ideas.
Frozen.
Datenight podcast. Datenight podcast. Datenight podcast. Let's take a survey. Ooh, find out whether we should stay together.
We are doing, I believe we're doing a personality survey.
Personality test.
Which will...
A bit like what you used to do in More magazine.
Yeah.
But slightly expanded, and they make out like it's more scientific, but I'm not sure that it actually...
And what's it called?
It's called an Enneagram, Rob.
An Enneagram?
An Enneagram test. And it gives you what you are one of 9 personality people, and it tells you which of those 9 types you are most like.
And at the end of this, we'll find out whether we are even suited to each other. Is that correct?
Here we go, you've got it up here. What is the Enneagram?
Don't worry, you mentioned that later in the podcast.
Oh, so all right.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to fill in the questions on our various personalities and work out whether we should be together at the end of this.
No, it's not about whether we should be together. It's about self-discovery.
Or self-destruction.
Anyway, you can't leave me. I'm the only one who earns money.
No, that's right. And I genuinely, we've we laugh about it, don't we? We say it in jocular manners, but we couldn't afford to get divorced even if we wanted to. It's prohibitively expensive with all the legal fees.
So what we've done...
And then having to sell the house and then get 2 different abodes.
So what we've done instead
back in with my parents.
is he's converting his garage so he can just live in here.
Can't afford to get divorced. Anyway. Brilliant. Well, so we're going to do this personality survey and let's start answering some questions.
Let's take a survey.
Okay, so we've done a couple of pages. We're going to pick a few key questions, Helen says. So go on.
All right, so what did you answer, Rob, for I'm concerned about security more than anything else?
I'm concerned about security more than anything else. I put inaccurate.
What? Fully inaccurate?
fully inaccurate. Because in terms of, I'm concerned about security more than anything else.
Can you just tell the dear listeners what you do when you go to a hotel? This is what you said to me.
When I go to a hotel?
Yeah.
Go on, yeah, I've forgotten all of this.
Well, you told me that when you go to a hotel,
What?
you check the layout, you do a scan of all possible routes in and out of the said hotel.
Yeah.
And you know where all of the doors and windows are.
Right.
You know where the fire things are. You know where all of the safety things are.
Well, no, I make it. I don't. When I go to, when I don't really stay in hotels very much at the moment. But when I used to stay in them a lot, I'd always kind of think. I'd always remind. I'd think, where's it? I'd look at the fire escape plan, but not
You
like.
literally who looks at the fire escape plan? Certainly not somebody who puts inaccurate to that question.
No,
you
but
look
I'm not.
at the fire escape
But
plan.
I thought security meant like.
I didn't even know there was a fire escape plan.
But that's not security, is it? That's just common sense.
Looking at a fire escape plan is not security.
Helen, that's just common sense. I'm about to use a word that I don't use very often. You idiot. That's just common sense, isn't it?
It's not. I've never looked. I didn't even know there was a fire escape plan.
Yeah, but okay. I am concerned about security more than anything else.
When you walk into a hotel, you are.
Yeah, well, but not in my life.
How many times do you check the doors locked?
I always check a couple of times because I'm forgetful. But no, but I'm not concerned
What do we
about.
call you? What's your nickname amongst our friends? When they come round?
The jailer.
The jailer, because he locks us all in.
I lock doors. Sorry, Ron.
He locks us all in.
Thanks for not biting me.
And even our mates, this is something that he wouldn't be proud of and he wouldn't generally share.
Call me the jailer.
But even our mates have said, why are you locking the door, Rob? And he's like, oh, just in case.
Yeah, but sometimes I'm not like that. At the moment, the doors are open. So fuck you.
That's only because we're in this room.
Hey, it's a good job this isn't turning into an argument. Right, what's your second one?
I can't actually do this if you're going to put an accurate to that question.
What's your second one?
You can't put an
I can put what I want.
Oh my god. Yeah, but you're putting things. This is what you do.
Oh, was it?
You're putting things about the kind of person you want to be rather than the kind of person you actually are.
What was it you said to me earlier when I was stacking the dishwasher making too much noise? You turned to me and you said...
I said, treat it like a lady.
Treat it like... Right, I'm just walking over to the dishwasher, Helen. I'm opening the dishwasher. I don't know what you want from me!
Datenight podcast, let's take a survey. Ooh.
Right, I think this would be better if you filled in yours for you and I filled in yours for you and we saw which one was most accurate. I think you're...
Just move on to another question that's not quite so inflammatory. What was your second choice?
Oh no, this is even more inflammatory.
Go on then, yeah, go for it.
I always finish my chores.
I put inaccurate.
Good.
There we go.
Thank God.
See, I'm not completely full of bullshit. Right.
How about I don't fit in with ordinary people?
I put accurate.
Really? Did you?
Yeah, because as I know from reading your blogs that you put on my Patreon side, I always pretend to fart in lifts, and I'm noisy, and I blare. Okay. So I'm assuming that you'll give me that one.
There's some accurate self-reflection going on. The security question, I'm not going to forget that. Okay.
I'll ask you, do you seek excitement?
I've put one off accurate.
One off accurate. Do you like to analyse things from every angle?
No, I've put one off inaccurate.
Yeah, except obviously me.
No, I've put that I feel very deeply about things and I and stuff like that, but I'm not analytical. I don't analyse everything. That's a bit more like mathematical, isn't it? And that's not me. Like I'll talk deeply about something for ages, but analysing everything.
You certainly overanalyse my throwaway gag about shouting at the dishwasher.
No, that wasn't analysing. No, that wasn't overanalysing.
You picked it apart and the joke died.
No, you've got to be careful what you joke about.
Well, dishwashers.
I avoid situations that bring up negative feelings. Neither of us avoiding this baby, are we?
No.
All right, let's move on.
But in real life, I do.
Let's move on.
I'll press pause.
Yeah.
Ooh, find out whether we should stay together.
All right, we've nearly completed the survey. Let's just have another look at a couple of questions. All right, I'm going to ask you, Helen. I take steps to ensure I don't feel sad or lonely. What did you put?
I put one off inaccurate. I don't take steps really to ensure that I don't feel sad or lonely.
Do you not?
I don't take steps to ensure it. Like, I'm not scared of feeling sad or lonely. Sometimes I do feel lonely.
Yeah.
So I'm not taking steps. If I feel lonely, I'll do something about it. But I don't try and avoid it.
Okay.
What do you? Why?
I put accurate for me. Well,
Really?
just one off accurate. I take steps to be sure I don't feel sad or lonely, because if I feel sad, I try and do stuff to stop myself getting more sad. I thought that's what it meant.
I wouldn't. Well, that's it. It means different things to different people. I don't sit in sadness.
Is that going to be the problem with one of these surveys? Is that
maybe,
they mean different things to different people? I'm an upbeat person.
I put accurate for me.
I put accurate as well. I think we're both upbeat. I am usually the one to take a stand when others won't. What did you put?
I put neutral.
Put neutral. I put one above neutral.
I wish that was accurate for me, but I can't really remember many times when I've took a stand when other people haven't. Do you know what I mean?
Just speaking out in like if you're doing like like a speed awareness test, does that count?
No, speaking out saying what?
Just asking lots of questions.
No,
I might have misinterpreted the question.
Right, what did you put?
No, I put. What did I put? I didn't put neutral. I put one above neutral, but not the top answer.
How about I feel I never truly belong in social groups?
I mean, everyone thinks that at times, don't they?
What did you put?
What did I put? How far is that from the bottom? I can't remember
Near
it.
the top.
Near the top.
Number 3.
Oh, I never truly... I put neutral.
Did you?
Yes, I did, because I do feel I can get on well in social groups, but sometimes we all feel like that, because that's a normal thing to feel, isn't it? Sometimes everyone feels like they don't belong, because everyone... Especially, like in the modern world, everyone makes out like they're a geek or an outsider, and we're not. Loads of people aren't. I think a lot of people put that coat on. Hey, I'm so on the outside of everything, when they're not. And everyone feels like that. Even the guy who's like the captain of the sports team, he feels on the outside of things sometimes. I've seen Dawson's Creek. I know how these things work.
What about I have a great deal of willpower?
I have got a great deal of willpower. I think I have. I firmly believe that when the shit goes down, I won't give up. And I know I have problems. I know I'm shot through with insecurities and mess. But I feel very lucky. I've got something inside me that knows I'll keep going. I don't know where it comes from. I feel very lucky to have it, but I know that.
All I'm thinking about is the amount of beer you've drunk this lockdown, Rob.
Well, I didn't give up.
That's all I'm imagining. You really didn't give up on the old beer.
No,
you have the willpower to persevere and see your low-level alcoholism through.
Yeah, exactly. And get it all drunk. So some people were giving up, though, and they've gone, oh, Christ, there's no way I can finish that crate of beer that you got for doing that quiz. But I did. I got it all drunk, didn't I? You got it. You got through it all. I'm beginning to understand that doing this entire survey is just finding ways in which you can roast me. Well, that's all. Right. So we press the button and get our results. Press the button. Press the button. Let's get our results. No, it's going to say you've got to pay £25. Apparently, you get a basic. Should we tell the listeners what it's meant to do? So, what is the Enneagram? The Enneagram is a personality system that aims to reveal how emotions drive our lives and how we engage with others in an effort to get what we want and need. The Enneagram defines 9 personality types, each with its own set of strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities for personal growth. Okay. Okay. Right, so it says, which one are you? Oh, I don't know. How do you know? Your Enneagram scores. My primary set type is... What are you? 7. I'm a 7. No way. Shit way. Well, that's because you lied throughout. Because you want to be cool like me. And what's the set of 7? 98% match. It's a 98% match for Type you? 7 is described as the enthusiast. I'd think that's fair for me. Where are you getting that? Just scroll down. Oh. 7s want to have as much fun and adventure as possible and are easily bored. Oh. Is that true for me? Yes. Yeah? That is true for you. Is that true for me?
It tells you what percentage match you are to
the other ones.
To each one, doesn't it?
Oh, God. And I'm also a 90% match of a 2. And a 2 is described as the giver. 2s want to be liked and find ways that they can be helpful to others so they can be loved and belong.
Dear, don't cry. I'm a 97% match to a 4. And a 4...
Impulsive, rude and simple.
A 4 is known as the individualist. 4s want to be unique and live life authentically and are highly attuned to their emotional experience.
I'm 84% matched to a 4, Helen.
Yeah, 84 is nothing.
Which one are you the lowest matched
to? I'm lowest matched to a 6.
Me too.
Oh my God.
The skeptics and oh my God.
This is because of your lying. Look, there's 6. Type 6 is also known as a skeptic. 6 are preoccupied with security, seek safety.
Only in hotels.
And like to be prepared for problems. You are a 6.
How am I prepared for problems?
Because you've looked at the fire map.
Yeah, but just that problem. The reason I look at fire escape, right?
And you lock all the doors.
I'll tell you why I look. I check the fire escapes in a hotel because I'd generally be in city centres doing gigs, and I'd say, 1 out of every 3 nights you end up at 4 a.m. wearing your fucking pyjamas in the car park because some prick set off the smoke alarms. And also, I always ask for a floor below 6 or below. If possible,
Why?
Because that's how far the fire engine's ladders can reach on average.
Oh my God, the fact that you know that, Rob, you are so a 6.
That just means I stayed in a lot of hotels.
No, but that is so a 6. Can you not even hear yourself?
No, but just in hotels. Just in hotels, because you bring in the randomness of people on the piss.
In your own home, you lock all the doors repeatedly.
No, I don't.
You do. You do. We call you what?
The jailer.
The jailers are
jailer.
6.
I think I've changed. I've changed. Also, I'm a 73% match for number 5, the investigator. 5 seek understanding and knowledge and are more comfortable with data than people.
How much of a match on that are you?
A 73%.
I'm 85 on that.
Ah. Hey,
I'm not interested in data at all.
I'm also an 81% match of a number 9.
Yeah, I'm 86%.
The peacemaker. But I always say sorry first.
It's really raining.
That's really raining, isn't it? 9s like to keep a low profile and let people around them set the agenda. That's me to a T, isn't it? I tend to keep I'm on the
really
low down. No,
really
I am always on the low down. Other people.
You would never know you were there.
Let other people set the agenda. Just actually on the subject of letting other people set the agenda, I think if you'd have let me maybe plan this podcast out a bit beforehand, it would have been a bit smoother.
Optimism.
Yeah.
There's optimism scores. I'm a 19 out of 20.
Oh! I'm a 19 out of 20. Oh my God! We are perfect. We're perfect together.
We're just going to start finishing each other's sentences.
Oh my goodness, Ree. Hey, this is the final test. Should we both press unlock my report and see whether we can be asked for how much it costs?
Well, I don't even know whether we'd read it all, Rob.
I would.
I'm not even reading it all now. There's loads I've not even read.
I'll read as much as you can. It says, in a nutshell, our type, 7s, are defined by their desire to experience everything good and pleasurable that the world has to offer, while avoiding pain, boredom and limitations. Although 7s appear enthusiastic and fun-loving, deep down they have a fear of getting stuck in negative emotions. Thus, they tend to disconnect from their deeper feelings, instead focusing on their imagination and zest for life to keep them moving forward and gathering new pleasurable experiences. 7s aim to fill every minute with an activity. They approach life as an endless roller coaster of fun, joyous experiences, and if not fun, at least not sad, bored, anxious, depressed or painful. That's not true for me. As Anyone who knows me well will know that every now and then the black dog comes scratching at the door, and God damn it, he's hungry.
To be honest, Seven sound like a pair of absolute wankers.
But this is true. Seven's.
You would not want to hang around with us really for that long. Like 5 minutes, we'd be quite fun, and then we'd be annoying. That's what it sounds like.
Sevens use their charm, enthusiasm, imagination, and positive attitude to get as much enjoyment out as possible out of every moment of life. Ideally, a seven aspires to ride a continuous high, avoiding the drearier aspects of reality.
That's not true for me. I'm much more middle road than that.
Now, shall we see how much it is to unlock the report, to get the full report?
I know, I don't believe
Let's click on it.
Unlocking my full report.
I'm going to click on it, see how much it is. It's $19. So I think we can both say...
Screw that.
Fuck that! We've had our free fun. I'm not giving... that would... Whoa! Lightning!
Sorry, Bill. The small dog was just looking at us with evil eyes then, like, can you just let me sleep? Oh, it's close. The lightning and the thunder were together, then that means it's really close, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Shall we count? What, is it after the thunder stops?
No, you count from the lightning to the thunder. Ron, don't go out there, you'll be terrified.
This is exciting, isn't it? A live
thunderstorm. Just after we've decided we might be perfect for each other, the heavens open.
Well, that was amazing, wasn't it? That was really like true love, wasn't it?
That was incredible.
Even though you lied all the way through it.
Yeah, even though I lied, but maybe that's because I'm a people pleaser.
Maybe that's because you're a people pleaser, and you wanted the best possible podcast, didn't you?
Yeah.
And it wouldn't have been a perfect podcast, would it, if it said you were a bit depressed?
No. No. People don't want to hear that on a comedy podcast.
Just shove that down.
Shove that right down. Oh, just have a heart attack later in life. Well, that was interesting.
That was interesting, wasn't it?
That was very interesting.
Was that a good one? I did try to source the rollerblades, dear listeners. I've sourced some rollerblades for me, so I've got some size 4s, but it appears that size 12 men's rollerblades are really hard to get hold of. I went on eBay, and they were really expensive.
Were they?
Yeah, and then I thought you might have an issue with other people's feet. I've been peeling them.
Sweaty feet. I mean, because they get pretty sweaty, don't they? And they're like plasticky.
I mean,
you know, I don't want to wear old roller boots.
It's only like when we go ice skating, though.
I know. Ugh. I always feel a bit sick when I do that.
But yeah, I had a dream about some smelly rollerblades.
Did you?
Yeah, and I thought it'd be really fun, though. Right, so listeners, we need your help. Sorry, Rob just pointed at me like I had to be quiet for the thunder. We need your help to come up with ideas of what things you want us to do. Obviously, it's limited in lockdown because I'd taken bowling and go laser questing and stuff like that for our dates, but we can't anymore.
You really know how to wow a guy, don't you?
I know, but we can't anymore. So lockdown.
You also know how to wow a guy and give him an editing nightmare. Laser quest, that'd be easy to edit, wouldn't it? Bowling, easy to edit.
Emailing, where do they email to? Because some people have been trying to email us with pictures, fun pics, and they say it's not.
It's very simple. Our patrons can just send us messages in reply to the podcast, can't they? And we read them all.
Oh, it's the pictures that didn't get through. Somebody said that they've been sending bum pics.
Right, yes, that's right. I will be remembering my passcodes to podcast@robrouse.com. I'm unlocking it now, so you can send me anything to podcast@robrouse.com.
I wouldn't trust him, dear
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
He's not got a good track record for remembering passwords.
I'm actually starting to sort it out now as we speak. I'm taking care of it right now.
Cut to him swearing, saying, "They've locked me out. I'm putting the right thing in. It's them."
And
how many times?
And I'm gonna plaster around the bottom of that radiator.
Yeah, in about 6 months.
Stick that in your pipe and smoke it, butter and scarper.
How many times do you get locked out of your online banking?
Oh, I'd say about one in every 3 times I use it.
It's so bad, and you get so angry, like it's everybody else's fault.
But every aspect of modern life that involves passwords and the internet gets on my fucking
You've got a terrible system of passwords.
It's awful, isn't it?
They make no sense. You've got to make ones that make a bit more sense.
Yeah, but yours, anyone with a working knowledge of you could find their way in.
No, they couldn't. Don't try and tempt them.
See if you can break into Helen's internet banking by next week. Speak to you then.
Right.
Ron's trying to scratch at the door so he can get upstairs and start chewing the carpet.
He tries
chewing
to
holes in the
dig
carpet.
his way out, doesn't he, when it's under?
He goes. It's weird, isn't it? He goes upstairs and then tries to dig down into the house.
It makes no sense.
I'm going to let you out,
Right.
mate.
Goodbye, listeners.
Speak to you next week,
See
listeners.
you next week. Bye.
Hands off, stay cool, stay sexy. And thank you very much to Madeline Rodgers.
Bye.
So just a quick reminder, join us on Patreon, patreon.com/Rob Rouse. Monday to Friday, you get funny stuff. I was going to say funny shit, funny shizzle sent straight to you, to your email every day, so you don't have to trawl through social media looking for a laugh. You get it from as little as £1 a month.
I think you're allowed to say shit.
Yeah, I did say shit. I didn't want to make out like the stuff was shit, because the shit's great. It's great shit. It's good shit. It's not shit, it's good shit.
Fine, carry on.